kind of walls you have? So, what kind of walls you have so they won't cut it off?
A piece of y'all, man. No hard feelings, you know.
Yo, what's up, man?
Peace with that,
Peace,
Marito.
everybody on here. What's up?
Peace.
Indigenous.
What's up, yo?
We from the building, man. Peace to the God, man. We got Black Lotus Civilization in the
Black
building.
Lotus.
And we got the background king, Reginald Green, in the building, man. Peace to the guys, man. How everybody doing, man?
Man.
All good.
Bliss.
Indian land.
At the return of Doc Holiday, I'm six shooters blasting. We're gonna get it in, man. And we unapologetically Americans. And we gotta understand what that means. Y'all follow
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, what we gonna talk about before we start talking?
Usually it just be freestyle.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's how we usually do, just freestyle. Well, come to mind, come to mind.
All right, well, the topic right now, right, is the NAACP, right? How the now we can get into the origin of when the NAACP was started, the actual people. If y'all want to get into that, that's fine. If not, we could talk about replacing the NAACP.
Yeah,
The
because
importance
did you read my
of our reclamation, right? The importance of our documents, putting them, etching them in stone for future prosperities, setting up institutions that were created, at least be created by us, right?
correct? That's what I said.
So yeah, I want to get into that. And like I said, salute to everybody tuned in, man. Like I said, y'all the greatest, man. All the great ones in the chat room, man. Salute yourself, man. Pat yourself back. Hug on your family, man. Love them. Because it's time. You can never get this time back. So I'm saying, so life is too short. Love hard. Defend love. Defend the truth. You know what I'm saying? Everything else will smooth itself out. So I can say, like I said, I want the gentleman, man, to kind of touch on this NAACP conversation, because instead of crying about it, basically creating our own institutions, and the First American Council being one, we just kind of wanted to go from there. This first topic, we got some hot topics tonight. A lot of hot topics going on in America. We're gonna talk about Jay-Z. We're gonna talk about Jeffrey Epstein. We're gonna be talking about everything under the sun, y'all. So, and why is it relevant to even talk about some of these things? But I think it'll make sense how we can tie it all together. The current events to how they matter to us, and who cares whether or not Jay-Z's dealing with the NFL. But back to the NAACP. Aboriginal TV. A matter of fact, Indigenous H, you already up, man. Go ahead.
Hey, oh yeah, man, salute to you, bro, and to the panel, man. Like, and the chat, actually, I was just wanted to, how do I tackle this? Like, I really wanted to bring more light to the power of selection, because we get so boggled down and so tuned in and so head driven on who you gonna vote for, or then fight somebody else because they voted for somebody else, or you're not in my political party and all this, but we never selected neither one of these cats. Like, we don't even know them. We just know them by their commercials. And I feel like until we sit down and delegate and get together and put our candidates together, either way, I mean, from state to national to president, whoever, like even just a board on a trustee from a trust or a foundation, like until we validate the realness in selection, we gonna keep electing and keep falling. And
I got
drop.
you. No, I got you. I mean, it's a lot to that. I mean, us as a people is more complicated. It was more sophisticated than just NAACP, the Urban League. I mean, and whatever group. See, we need to cut out these token misrepresenting us from a standpoint of Pacific organization, because anytime these corporations want to get to us, they go to NAACP, they go to the Urban League, they go to these historically black colleges and they are the ones that's speaking for us, when the people that's really out here that was struggling, that was really out here building. When I say build, I mean we was out here actually working. You know what I mean? So working and actually think and actually having our mind that we're doing the right thing is actually building the nation as a whole. And we did it selflessly. You understand? So that's the people that I love, the people that I was around. So these people are not the people that I was around when you talk about these organizations. And when you're talking about the one that Chief is saying this with the First American Council, we're talking about actual people, the actual people, the real ones, the ones that they tried to hide. We're the ones that they try to hide. You know what I mean? And it was and we wasn't doing it for a come up. We wasn't doing this because we for the fame or the notoriety or anything. We were doing it because that's all we knew. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking forward to. Us like on this panel, this building that had families got put out on the streets. You know what I'm saying? That was in the projects. We was out here, um, in the country. You know what I'm saying? Still, you know what I'm saying? Doing what we had to do. So that's the realness. And the problem is when you have people like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, these people don't represent us. And I'm not saying this in a way where is a hateful type of thing, but that has to stop, because these people have been known to have some questionable offenses. Now, am I accusing anybody of anything? No, I'm not. But I'm just saying these people need to be questioned by us. You know what I mean? The real people. And that's where the frustration comes in our community. Because we're like, damn, these people are representing us, and they ain't doing enough for us, and police out here doing whatever they want to do, just pulling out a gun because they think you're a threat. No, So when we finally come together, no matter what, then we can sort out our differences. Then we will have a real solution, and we'll have a actual revolution on our hands. And I'm talking about a positive one. You know what I'm saying? Because we're doing this for our children, because our children are the ones that got to deal with this. You know what I mean? If we drop the ball. So we have to protect them. And it's obvious these people didn't protect us.
Yeah, because we wouldn't be in the same position that we in right now.
Exactly.
I
My
hear
point,
you
they
exactly.
failed. So a change got to happen, right? That's so
Correct. I mean, and change won't happen until we wake up as a people and realize that we've been. It's not that we've been wrong done. We just been, deceived. Basically, we've been a part of a system that's working inside of a system that's not trying to work in our favor.
because there's no accountability. That's my whole point. Because if one of these, how in the world did this man or whatever organization, NAACP, all they make designations for us? I mean, that's unacceptable. You can't say, okay, we're going by African American now. You know what I'm saying? Who told you could do that?
Yeah, they switched our names like 5 times, and
that's a problem. That's a big problem.
With no consent of none of our.
You got it. You see, you feel me? So, no. This and look at the hypocritical. Look at how hypocritical this shit is, right? And I just gotta say it like that because it's bullshit. They gonna tell us to vote, right? They come out, they call here, they say, "Oh, you need to vote. You need to vote for your Congress. You need to vote for your district. Y'all niggas don't vote." But motherfucker, ain't nobody vote for that fucking African American or that fucking title, did they? Did y'all give us a chance to vote for that shit?
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
No, that's no. I mean, a lot of us overlook that, or
Right.
even.
But these motherfuckers want to tell us to go out here and fucking vote. But the shit that happens, the shit that directly affects us every day, we don't have no say so on that shit, though. We can't vote on that. But they want to vote for these motherfuckers so they can have their pension and shit. So they can have a better life for their family. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? What are we voting for then? If we don't have a voice when we do vote.
I heard someone say older dudes to look after us. Cause ain't nobody young coming in and they think that just because this, not saying that old is bad, not saying that old ain't wisdom. Old is wisdom. But if nothing ain't changing, I don't care what age it is.
Yo, look, ain't no, it's not going to change until people start looking at what the real problem is. And the real problem is the people that's representing us that's in these positions to make a change, and they're not making them. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, we got to look each other. We got to look at ourselves in the mirror. Are we allowing this to happen? You know what I'm saying? Because if
Correct,
we
that's correct.
continue to allow it to happen, they're going to continue to do with whatever they're doing.
Nothing.
Right? Exactly. They're gonna do nothing, and they're gonna look at us like, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna organize. They ain't gonna have their own organization. They not even trying. Look at them. All they want to do is be on social media and play, you know what I mean, sports and go,
And
to
go
clubs and
go
shit.
go to Popeyes and eat chicken.
Right? Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. 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 Yeah, man. So is that's what I think that I think when our people first, when our people finally start saying, yo, you know what, we're gonna be more active and who in these decision making, and who's making the decisions for us. Because it don't even matter really
Correct.
if you vote and these people get in the Congress or get into, the House seats, because
They
they
don't
make
have your best
right,
interest.
because they not even that political system is not for us. You know what I'm saying? So you are owned by the banks. They're funding you're the congressman. And so we vote, and they're not obligated to us anymore. So it all starts with organizations that's outside of that particular entity that's running the United States inside of a corporate structure, because we all can see, if unless you're an idiot, okay, that the rule of the day was running everything is all commercial and corporate law. Period. That's what's running everything, is business. It's all business. So therefore, why in the world are we going to subjugate ourselves to a business entity when we vote for somebody that's all about business? They're not about the people. They're about business. So we have to see that. So the organizations like the Urban League and NAACP, they are the ones that represent our business interests. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, when we get people in office, we have to make sure they come from us directly. You see what I'm saying? So
Correct.
we
And don't have a bottom line, because that's the only way that they've been conducting themselves.
right. It has to be somebody that we 100% trust, that we know. Now, now it's more I mean, it's very complicated. You know what I'm saying? When you start dealing with the type of government that we have now. The government we have now is completely different than 50 years ago. It's completely different. So it's time, it's time to rethink how we start moving. You know what I'm saying? Anytime, look, bro. Anytime a war is going on right now and it's all about tariffs, it's all business. It's all business, bro. Come on. All they doing is saying, "Oh, well, you can't
Hey,
ship
what
your
happened?
stuff here."
Can't hear
Huh?
anything.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Is it still live?
What's this bill, y'all? I thought Chief was building. All of a sudden now, y'all, and Ty, you called me. You told me it wasn't on no panel.
Who wasn't? How you doing, Chief Ward? Me?
What's going on, my love? How y'all doing on there? All of y'all. What's going
we
on?
good. We good. We good.
Reginald,
Hey, Chief.
Diddy,
Hey.
Rob. How y'all doing?
What's up? No, man. We just
I'm great.
Elito.
Hey, real quick, everybody. Right, I wanted to go down the line, but I want to get Chief Warrior Mina's opinion of the NAACP and us replacing it with the First American Council.
no. She was just on here. She just I don't know what happened. Man, Chief, you don't be playing around, bro. Chief got back right on like, yo, we get rid of the NAACP, nigga. They gone.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. I mean that's the topic right now. Is the NAACP is being the vanguards or the protectors of our people for what damn near 100 years now. So us replacing it shouldn't be hard because the NAACP ain't did shit for our people. Because it wasn't set up. It was set up to control our people because these people put the funding behind it to do it. And we don't got to call out no names and like that because we understand people sold out for trinkets. People sold out for liquor. People sold out for drugs. People sold out for, the weakest shit ever. Promises that they never got. Oh, you can get this allotment of land, but you can't fucking move. Nigga, we wild Indians. What nigga would take allotment of land to stay on it? All this is our land. And you letting a motherfucker tell you what you can have. But getting back to the NAACP and us stop crying and building something. So shout out to Libra Son in the building, a piece of the God. When we talk about building our own shit, you know what I'm saying? We got to have our own institution that's the vanguard for our people. Who's against that? I'll wait. Who's against that? And if there's other organizations or whatever, we have to have institutions that are not mirrors to them, or that we are better. We are actually building in Iowa if you are participating. You know what I'm saying? We're actually building in Chicago. We're actually pushing this peace treaty initiative too, so we can build in these parts where crime and murder and things are happening. Shout out to Mayor Asia Brown, man, Confident and Power. Look these things up, man. Look up real work, man. Stop running y'all mouths and crying and fighting and stuff like that. Now, keep in mind, we always fought against each other. That's how they exploited us. Even when they were taking over shit, we were still killing and raping and murdering and scalping each other. We got to learn from those mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
We have to. So the NAACP is the target, not ADOS.
Halito.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Not the Pan-Africans.
Hold up.
Not niggas
You
that,
said
the school systems or
NAACP?
whatever that put the bullshit in there for them to believe in. We're going to attack that tonight.
Yeah, but you know what,
Oh,
Chief?
wow.
The thing about it is, I think
Word.
a lot of people don't know what we know. Like the average person don't know that the NAACP was the founders was not our people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We got to get to the origin of who
Yeah.
started it and who helped them
Right.
along the way as well.
Yep. Exactly.
The name, we got to call our names. We have to call our name because we can't be afraid to call out these people's names. Because if these
Halito,
people started,
Alito,
they need to be called out for the shit they started. This bull crap.
um, a question was asked by Chief of me. And I apologize because I did not get to hear the beginning of this live. And but just to go in a little bit, I'll say go for it. Go for it, go for it, go for it. All of these ABC operations must be attacked, counterattacked, and done away with. We as a people must stand on our own square. It's time out for us allowing the government to make entities to put us up under these entities and we be more than they. Now, we are the majority. We're not the minority. And until we decide to stand up and counteract, not the damn NW, excuse me, y'all, I didn't mean to say that, but not the NAACP. Yes, I did. I'm sorry. Yes, I did. But not them, not just them, all of them. The daughters,
exactly.
those daughters of the Confederate who's holding all our records, all of these people that are holding all of our artifacts, all of these forestry parks and ranges, all of that stuff belong to us. Now, are we going to just attack one of their entities or are we going to attack all of their entities? We need to be about it. I don't know about y'all. I'm no tolerance. I ain't got time for it. Boots on the ground. It's mine too. I say it all the time. Boots on the damn ground. I relinquish the mic.
You're right, Mama Chief. We have to go at the head and go for all of it. If we're gonna go out swinging, we need to go out swinging and hit every last person that was involved in this shit that caused us to be in this shit.
Yeah. I mean,
That's a lot of people.
yeah.
A lot of people we're gonna have to call out. We gotta call out the head. Those heads, like they do, like they did to our people. They cut off the chief of the head, and the chicken start running, just like the queen of the ants. You kill a queen, the ants start scattering. So we gotta cut
Look,
off their head.
and you said
Well,
it
not
right,
in
Reggie.
that way.
You said it right, Reggie, because do y'all realize how they overturned all of those our indigenous people who was on that, had our own Congress? Do y'all know how they overturned them in a matter of some days? They killed all of them.
Yep.
They killed them. They tarred and feathered them. What? For real, y'all? Only thing I say about it is that it's not enough of us. It's not enough of us that's got enough courage to not be afraid of what happened and not be afraid of what can happen. And trust that what will happen is that we will prevail.
Mm-hmm.
People need to wake up first to their claims, though. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people screaming indigenous this, aboriginal that. They ain't got no proof of it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be down for something, you better link in with your true identity, because that was taken from you before everything else.
Mm-hmm.
They
Hey,
took
but
your
it's still
identity, then they take your land from you. You know what I'm saying? They had to start with
Yeah,
something first.
I don't.
hey, but you
Okay,
yeah.
so let's address what you just said though. Indigenous, Aboriginal. Are you familiar with what the terms are? Because I mean, yeah, go ahead, bro.
My name is Rob, aka War Chief Red Line, Texas Pecana Creeks, Houston, Texas.
Yeah, peace, bro.
Okay, so when we're talking Aboriginal, right?
Peace.
Meaning the first inhabitant of a place. You know what I'm saying? It's a descriptive term. It's a political term. You know what I'm saying? Because when we talk Native Americans, they can't claim Aboriginal. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
We're saying we the original people that sprung up from this land, meaning the Tanchans of this land, right? That's what we're saying. Who brought civilization to the planet? We are the mound builders of this land that we're standing on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we use science. Now, not all of us know this science. I'm a scientist, but I'm saying the science of who the original people that are in this ground who built these mounds. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Now, you may not know that, but I'm saying that the majority of the people that call themselves, that they are classified as African Americans, are
Yep.
the original people, the mound builders, the civilization givers of this planet, bro. That's why I'm claiming that for everybody. You understand what I'm saying?
I hear that.
And can't nobody tell me I can't. I'm gonna stand on it.
Hey, but also look, the one thing is to say know who you are, which a lot of us on here do, and or in the chat. That's like our thing. The problem is that we have we have millions of our brothers and sisters that's locked up, in jail. So we're really looking out for them because hear me out. Look, when you say know who you are, what we saying for them, for their sake, we need to qualify what we're not. You know what I'm saying? So when they start putting labels on us, we need to kill that. You know what I'm saying? We all these unofficial labels that has no meanings, that are getting our people locked up, literally getting us locked up because they designating us under a false title.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the people that need to be looked out for, the ones that don't have the resources, that really don't have access to the internet, that don't really know or that gave up. So that's all I'm saying. See, the NAACP has been here for a while, right? Mm-hmm. And today we got more people incarcerated than ever. You know what I'm saying? And the NAACP has enough resources to get. I know this for a fact. They can get all these nonviolent offenders out of these jails, but they're not, because of what? They're getting played with words. They playing these word games. They confusing our people. They locking us up for a debt, for taxes. NAACP knows this. The people at top knows what's going on. These jails are not part of the government. They are all private. They are owned by a board. You know what I'm saying? Or trustees. You see what I'm saying?
Excuse me, None. Can I jump in right there?
Yeah.
And with that being said, we need to learn things though, see, because ignorance of the law is no excuse. We're under the color of law, and we need to understand that they have no jurisdiction over us unless we allow them to. And if we don't continue, I tried to tell who that did you about the jurisdiction and law. They don't supposed to take you to jail. They supposed to take you before the magistrate or whoever pretending to act out that job at the particular time. They supposed to take you before them. If they don't, they have messed up and they lost their case because of due process. So we need to understand some of the things that belong to us, and we won't be in so many places where we're not supposed to be. I relinquish the mic.
Exactly, Chief. I mean, that's the disappointing part. Now, could the NAACP be qualified or say, well, you know what, they actually doing good? I can't think. Can anybody think of one good thing they did for us, for our people? One good thing.
No, you gonna get crickets with that one.
I know.
and I want to address Mama Chief. You right about that, but like, okay, but doesn't corrective status come in play, or just in general? Because I mean, I heard you, and I heard, and I think of me.
Right. Yeah, what I'm saying too. I can't stress this enough. I think the first thing before you find out who you are is to make a strong statement of who we're not.
Who we're not. Indeed.
You know what I mean?
Can I say, little yo, love you, cuzzo. understand your father was my uncle, my cousin, my uncle, and all that was a NAACP. We got to understand we've had a lot of our people that have been in these places that was supposed to be not putting their foot in our neck, but they did. Now your father, I know if he indicated to me, he was the best of the best. And we're not talking about him or those that did, but we talking about the people who really, they sold us. They sold us out. They sold us out.
The wrongdoers.
Yeah, they sold us out, no doubt.
Not. I mean, and when we mention the NAACP, we're not talking as a whole. We talking about the ones that's in there that know this, that's not doing anything about it.
Right. We're not. Yeah. I'm like with me. I'm not talking about the NAACP. It is some good people that work there. We're talking about structurally is just like any corporation has been corrupt. Just like the government, the way our ancestors had it set up is good to have checks and balances, to have separation of power. You understand? But the problem is when you start creeping in corruption and you start getting, people getting paid off to incarcerate a group of people that's supposed to be your own people. Now you got a mansion, you got a, you get a nice little car, you got a little trust set up.
Got paid off.
Yeah, you start neglecting your duties at the top. You know what I mean?
For real.
At the top, it starts to become corrupt. So at the same time, why are these people immune to being questioned by the people, by their own people?
No, they can't be because honestly, you got it.
We got to check them. That's the foundation of our government, was to always have meetings with and question these people at the top. That's ancient. But I guess, is like, I guess we feeling like, we okay.
Got too comfortable and allowing anybody to sit. Yes. Yeah,
so,
you got it.
I mean, I'm not saying that the intentions wasn't good or the people. I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the person, and the person and by definition is not is not the flesh and blood human. Is a damn it can be defined in this country as being anything. It could be an organization. It could be a corporation, association. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we're dealing with right now. So the NAACP back then is not the same as it is today. Now, how was it before 30 years? I don't know.
Or even the Cherokee Confederation.
Exactly. So if they're gonna replace that confederation with the NAACP, and we know history, we've been studying history for the most part, and it's not that hard to see, well, hold up, man, this don't look like what's going on now.
Or no changes moving in towards your favor. So like, how long we supposed to sit there and watch it?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I just feel horrible for the people that's incarcerated or got to pay these large fines and dealing and going through literal hell because they don't have any protection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly why I asked, like, do we have to get our paperwork in order first before we deal into these situations? That's what I was asking earlier.
Now, did you? Okay, who on here? I'm gonna ask a question on this panel. I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. Who on this panel done corrected their status? Anybody? I'll wait.
Well,
see what I'm saying? Huh? See what I'm saying? Did
what you mean? How far somebody got?
We don't do this. That's all I'm saying. Certain places we don't do this.
Okay,
because we be doing this on the back, and you know what it's about. So it's just certain places we just don't do this. Don't start none. It won't be none. That's confusion.
That's correct.
I relinquish this mic.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of that stuff is just private, but I mean, it all starts with you. You know what I'm saying? And because look. I'm gonna put it to you like this: you can correct your status, you can do all that stuff on the paperwork, but guess what? You can throw your ass right back into that jurisdiction by what you say out of your
That's
mouth.
right, because you don't know what you're doing. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about. So first, you must know what to say. You got to carry yourself a certain way, and believe me, that goes way further than paperwork. Once you carry yourself a certain way, where they can look into your eyes, they can look at you,
And they
and
looked
from
at
what you
me, and
say, they
I look
know.
at them.
We
Yeah,
need to
you know
get
what I'm
this
saying?
sister online. It's a sister online says she done did her status. I need this sister to come online because we need a matriarch, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all brothers, but I'm building on a matriarch. Anytime y'all see me, y'all better know I want to talk to my sister.
Ain't
And it's a sister
nothing
right
wrong with
back there now.
Yeah,
She
ain't
said
nothing
she
wrong with
done
that.
did it.
I
She said
want to
We
she
talk.
done
love
did
it.
it, y'all,
Hey,
and we
King, I
want to
want
hear
I
this.
want to talk to some sisters too.
Yeah.
You know what I
I'd
mean?
rather.
Let me holler at them. No, I'm just playing.
But for real, I want this sister on this panel right here because I want her to tell us about this. Cause see, hey, yeah, some people know, some don't, some want to know. Sister
Mhm.
Alika, Aztec, can you come on the panel, sis? Love to have
Hey,
you.
Mama Chief, you
Your
have to
input, your wisdom,
call her and
all
get
that good
on here,
stuff.
like for real. Like, I mean, I would love to. Like, I mean, nothing wrong with
Ty,
dealing
send
with my
her the
brothers.
link, Ty. She has a ranch. Please. Anybody else corrected their status? Come on.
What's
This is what
her
it's about, though,
email?
for real. If we can do it. I am a
What's
member
her
of the NAA.
email?
Oh, she's a member of the NAACP. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold up. And have corrected her
Oh,
Oh,
status.
hey,
My
Miss
grandma did it. She said that
Miss
if a police grab
Hey,
me,
Mama
it
yo,
Chief,
involves
just
him.
just
Come
Mama,
on,
tell it.
y'all.
Mama,
Come on,
Mama
y'all. We
Chief,
need
what's
to
her
Hey,
start
yo,
that.
hey,
email?
yo, we in trouble. We in
Mama
trouble
Chief, what's
now,
her
Jack.
what's her
We been
email? I
going
could
in.
put her in. I could send her the link.
We in trouble now.
hey,
Hey,
at
look,
least we
I ain't
said
scared.
it's some good and
Shit,
some bad. At least
you'll
we
let me
said that.
know.
We said that.
You know what
And
I'm
we
Mama
saying?
said that
Chief,
some good and some
Yeah,
bad.
baby.
what's her email so I could
Let me
send her?
see.
I could
Okay,
send her
here
a
it is.
link.
Here it is. I'm finna, it's right there. What I need to do?
Well,
Give it to you. Okay,
I,
hold on.
well,
You gonna have to go back there and get it.
I'll.
You don't know
You
how to
about to
go
make
get
me
it?
do the work.
I don't know how to
You
do.
about to
Look, I
make
don't
me
know how
do
to do all
some work.
that.
All right. I'll send. I, if I give me the permission. Oh, oh, okay.
But she said she had to send paperwork to 10 different agencies. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let her tell her process.
Yeah, yeah, and I would love to learn that process because, like, that's exactly what I was almost
You ain't
saying.
learning. I done told you. You gonna
I
get
put it
it.
Mama,
like this. I
You know,
started on
mama
my
gonna get you.
process of my journey, but I ain't gonna tell you how far I got. Yeah.
You supposed to be done it. I know it.
Hey, some of us start late. Some of us get it late.
Okay, so you want her to fill out the cognito form? Yeah. Okay, sis, fill that out right there, and you'll come right up in here. If it's not enough room, I'll jump off.
Oh, it's enough room.
no, y'all got
Yeah,
it.
It's
I will
eight.
jump off. I was about to
It's
y'all
too.
eight.
always,
The mass is 10.
y'all always try to keep me up in here, ain't you?
And
I'm
Mama G,
staying
you
here all
gotta
night
be
with
the
y'all though.
you gotta be that strong low voice, that voice.
It's eight. The mass is 10. So
So
we
if
all can stay on.
your status is as a chief. No, Chad Murdoch. They don't give you a chief status when you correct your status. That chief don't got nothing to do with that. It ain't CHIEF to make nobody a chief. It's what they do to make them more,
Read that again.
position.
Read that
Words
again.
don't mean a daggone thing.
Read that again.
It's to put you in your proper place. I'll
But
put
I'm
that like
saying
that.
no. Chad wanted
But
to know that did her status give her, is she a
mm,
chief now? Chief don't have nothing to do with your status. I
correct.
need to make that perfectly clear. It has
Yeah.
nothing in the world to do with your status. Being a chief is something that They done put a little name on it. They call me chief, but I'm not a chief. I don't feel like none of that. Okay, that's just a title. My name is
That's
what
real deal.
know you mean. Okay,
That's
they
real.
call me Mama Chief. That's
A lot
just
of
a
chiefs
title.
won't say that.
But
He
it's what
just
I
had her.
do. It's what I do that make them call me that. I'm working. They ain't just calling me chief. I'm sitting here talking about I'm a chief. Oh, hell to the no.
I'll put it like this: the brains to the operation are the one that
Actually
doesn't have the
working.
brain like some of these people.
Indeed, Mr. Evans, you claim any status by becoming a secured party creditor to your straw man. You become God of your life. Some believe it, some don't. Those who
You
do
reading the
will,
chat.
and those who don't won't. Simple as that. Moving forward. It said his site is not available, Ty, for the sister.
You gonna have to email the site.
Chad Murdoch wants to know, aren't Indian, y'all know I pay attention to the chat. So
Oh yeah.
y'all gonna have to answer these questions. Aren't Indians different from chief status? Moms, I
What?
didn't know.
How can you be? I mean, it's
How
like a
can you be
pawn
different?
in a horse.
Hmm?
Like, I mean, when you play chess, how can a chief be a pawn?
What you saying, did you?
No, yo, we getting caught. I think we getting caught up too much in the
Yeah,
titles.
yeah, that was
That's what I
too
said.
much.
It don't make,
What up,
yeah.
yo?
Yeah, like
My cousin, yo, little yo, so you here?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah, I'm here.
That's
What's up,
What's
little
what's
yo?
dog,
good?
little Yos, what's
hey,
good with it,
Yeah,
bro?
cousin.
Hell no.
uh,
Hey, what's good,
Yo,
little
that's my
Always
man
talking
right there.
about
Yos,
me in the
bro?
back chat.
Little Yos, hey, but
Lil Yo's
man, that
torn
kid,
dog.
Lolito, brother.
man,
Yeah,
that dude
peace,
there, man,
peace,
he
peace, man.
like he,
Alito,
man,
cousin,
he
long
be
time
up
no
there.
see.
I'm doing good. Yeah, I was
That's
on a
what's
roll.
up.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what's
on
up.
yeah, I was on
It look like you
rotation
lost
because
weight, bro.
yeah, man, I definitely
I know I'm looking at your face and neck, like,
That's
damn.
an old picture.
No,
no,
I think it's
that
a
ain't
new
no,
one.
no,
It's
no,
an
that ain't
old
That
no,
one.
ain't an
yeah,
It's an
old
old
picture.
one.
That's a new one.
yeah,
Yo,
this a new picture. No, I was on a
oh, it look like one
rotation
of
up
those old
here
ones.
in Maryland. Um, yeah, cause I contract for like the DOD, so they had me on rotation, so it's all good. Yeah, but that's why I posted that in the Confederation back chat, so you could take a look at what they're doing with the status of their citizens, the government personnel, and service members when it come to their children being born overseas outside of the U.S. Because see people don't know about these visa waiver programs and all these different things that go on behind the scenes. See, these are the things that
What's
distract.
your thoughts on the NAACP?
I mean, with the whole NAACP,
Correct.
like with my father, like with his lineage and coming from my mom's side and her lineage, all roads led back to South Carolina. Because that's what I was going to tell you, Chief Boy. I found out that my mom's surname was Harris, and those Harrises are tied to the Catawbas.
They still in out. Yeah, we got a lot of
And I'm
Harris
still
still. Yeah.
and I'm still digging on that because they were the only people that were in South Georgia in Berrien County that's now called Nashville, Georgia in the early 1900s. They were the only group of people that were down there that were moved amongst all those white people. The only people.
Yo,
My my
hey,
my
hey, yo, peace, brother.
yo.
Hey, man, the chat room, man. I mean, bro, like I said, the reason why I call y'all the great ones is because of the content that y'all put in there, the questions, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
That
yeah, yeah.
those questions spark great dialogue, you know what I'm saying? That, like I said, that everybody over here, man, like I said, it's about the quality, it's not quantity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is top shelf
Yeah.
action over here. So point being is right. Okay, we're gonna get into
Yo,
some.
we gonna get on
We
this
might hurt some feelings.
NAACP. I was just letting Chief
No,
know.
we good. We might hurt some feelings now. I gotta address this. We might hurt some feelings, right? But
Yeah,
it has to
ain't nothing wrong with
happen for us to grow. All right. So the words, things that we're saying, words were created. Chiefs were created. Tribes were created. Things were
Right.
created, right? And
The
by them
word
creating
Indian
them,
was
they have
created.
ownership. They have
Right.
ownership of them. Check what I'm saying, though, yo. They have
Yeah, I'm listening.
ownership of these things because they created them. See what I'm saying? When these
Right.
people came here, they started, hey, you're Blackfoot, you're Choctaw, you're Creek, you this, that. You know what I'm saying? By they was changing the bodies of water, the land masses, and they started naming them. This is this now. Y'all follow what I'm saying? So not saying
Yeah.
that we can go back to the original, but the point being is that people get caught up in these titles, and I'm glad she I can't empress. Like I don't even know if it's something high enough to categorize you in. You understand my point? So when we're talking titles or whatever, these are things that you get your names off of deeds, off of actions. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me?
Right.
And so that's how that
I
works. You know
was,
what I'm saying?
and that's what I
And
was getting
chiefs are
to was
servants.
the acquiescence
Yeah,
of
you're
those
servants
titles.
to the people.
Yeah. Right.
It's not your family. It's the collective now. You know, you have responsibilities when we start talking about certain things or whatever. So in historically, that's the mama. That's mama. Y'all follow me? The men were
Right.
for certain things, for war, for counsel, certain things like that or whatever. So if I seem like to be a little bit more pushing that line is because nobody else is. Somebody got to. Somebody got to push that line. Y'all
It's
know what I'm
not
saying? So
it's nothing
that's where
wrong with
we
pushing
at.
that.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
right. But I'm saying that when we're talking these word spells and you're getting caught up in spells and things like that or whatever, right? You know, we're talking chiefs and what's not a chief. And you got people to be like, well, I can't go wipe my ass unless I go talk to my chief. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who is you talking to? You know what I'm
I see
saying?
what you're
So
talking
I
about.
don't want,
Yeah, the
man,
title,
don't get caught up over here
that
with,
type of
don't get caught
title.
up with these terms, man. Please don't do that because you're gonna get
Yeah,
cussed the fuck out.
that's what I was
Straight
saying
the
in the
fuck up.
beginning.
You know
No,
what I'm
no,
saying?
I
That's a
don't,
concrete
You're gonna get
burn.
cussed the fuck out.
I don't,
If you
That's
think it's
why
a
I
joke over
made
here.
that
Yeah.
statement
Yeah, you're gonna
because
get cussed the fuck
I've
out.
been told. Excuse me. That's why I made that statement because since the last weekend, what happened with Hemat Zelak and all these other fake Indians and people taking folks' land, don't even belong in the place they in. It's a
Yep.
lot of stuff going on.
Yep.
And me, myself, I'm a product of beginning or somewhere along now. That's why I made the statement, because ain't nobody gonna never tell me who I am because of the fact that I'm being called chief.
But mama,
I'm being
That's
called
right.
chief because of what I'm doing. It ain't because
exactly, the
of somebody
accent.
I'm just saying, oh, I'm the chief over here. Oh, hell to the no.
correct.
My
And
community chose me. My
Yeah.
elders chose me, the one who putting the
That's
money
right.
out in the community. They chose me. So I'm just standing instead to somebody who can do this job better or whatever, come and take it. Because I don't care. I love my people, but I don't care nothing about this damn title. Don't never
mama
get
chief,
that twisted.
and mama
Yeah,
chief, I was
it's never
wondering.
about
Hey.
the
I was
title.
wondering why you took a back seat. Like I ain't called no chief just because I do. It's because of what I'm doing. I'm like, hold on, like where that came from? Like you just explained it. Like, but I thought that in my head,
But
like, what you
The
mean you're not a
village,
chief?
like who was raised in the
yes, ma'am.
village,
Right.
and that's what it boiled down to.
I mean, but yes, sir. But once again, though, you know, it's she, what her actions, her deeds, along, you know, consistency.
And
That's
she's
what that
shown
is.
us
You know
time
what
and
I'm saying?
time again. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
And
that's what it's about, y'all.
that's part of
That's what it's
natural
about.
law.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And when it comes to it has nothing to do with age. You know what I'm saying? That has something to do with this
Wisdom.
person.
That's that
Yeah, you
wisdom.
know, this person,
Yeah.
her spirit. You know what I'm saying? Reaching back and tapping into our ancestors and doing these things, whatever, and fighting.
Yeah.
So that's where I definitely know where the passion comes from. Because
Oh yeah.
I feel it. You know what I'm saying? If you real, that's why
You
she
understand?
the realest. That's when people listen to it, they understand that. So there has to be a lane. So Chief, you gotta understand, we always gonna create that lane for you,
We need you.
start thing or whatever, putting the matriarchs together. But a lot of that don't have to be in the public. Most of the stuff that the work that needs to be done is not going to be in the public. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I said I
And
be
that's
on
just
that
what it
back
is, y'all.
end,
Like
man.
we're nothing without our
Gotta
mamas,
work.
man. We're not nothing without our wives, man. So y'all know this. If you're a real man, you doing this for your mama. You're doing this for your wives. I don't know what else we're doing this for. Our children.
Before I leave
That's what you do
right, you
this
just
for. You
said it.
get
I
clean.
lay
We get our
you
hair
said
braided and stuff
children.
for our women, man. Like, what are you talking about? We want to make our mama proud. So that's what it's about, y'all. But the line, the pushing these things, building, creating certain things, that's what we for. We the hands on. That's why we're a little stronger in the body. And we got to get back to building in St. Louis, in every town that we linked up in, we have to be building. And we have to support the building. That's just real talk.
Hey, I hope we start in Iowa because that's where I'm at.
Huh?
I say I hope we start in Iowa because that's where I'm at.
Well, you in Iowa, bro, you know. So we got a link in Iowa now.
No,
You understand my
I
point?
heard Iowa a couple of times. I'm like, man, like that's exactly where I'm at. Like, I can't be no better candidate.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we everywhere.
Now I got a brother in Iowa. And you got brothers, you know what I'm saying? And it make phone calls. Like, man, boy out there, he got an issue. We need bodies on the ground. Woo woo.
For real, like no, I'm a vessel, bro. Like no, I'm down for this, man. I wouldn't call
But y'all
myself
understand what I'm saying
indigenous
though?
if I
So
wasn't Aboriginal.
it's if we're networking, right? But once again, it goes back to building something, right? There's another thing that's big, and we need to talk about it. You know, Hangouts has made it to where you can go live from the Hangouts, right? You never know what Facebook, Instagram, YouTube might say, yo, you know what? We tired of all this motherfuckers putting all this content out, all these things or whatever. They can shut shop. They can shut up.
And then that's when we make a way out of no way on the back end.
But my point is though, those things have to be coming into fruition. We can't wait for them to do it. So that's tribeup.app, that's universal media, you know, the things that, you know, that we're building.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
those are the things, you know, the actual tangible things you can touch. Y'all follow me? The actual things that we can tangibly touch and things that we can say, okay, well, they stopping us from talking, but we got our own communications. We can talk now. We got our own things or whatever. They can't censor this. We are the censorers. We own these platforms. We own these things, which creates more space to create other ownership or create bigger, better partnerships. So we had a terrible partnership with these people. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So that's what it is, y'all. So it is definitely about
Yeah, you still there?
Basically,
I don't know. He just dropped off.
Yeah.
New party.
Yeah, no, I'm right here. Well, I'm saying though, like we got some things. Like I said, man, we've been talking about this stuff, man. We've been building on some stuff, creating things, man. We got some dope shit coming, y'all. And just next level business ideas, next level organizing, next level things that we're doing. So, you know, that's why I was saying, you know, using the NAACP as a target is something that we need to aspire to. Because can you imagine having a resource within NAACP? Well, guess what? They got the resources, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't put them into the our community. It was other colored people they were dealing with. So when we're talking about the advancement of colored people, the copper colored races, the Aborigines of this land, right? Shout out to Sky Beasley. We have to say, okay, well, we have our own organization. So any dollars or any things or whatever can go directly to the people because we are in a position to do it. Right now, there's no institutions that are working for us, and that includes all the religious institutions that are not working for us, right? Because we can tell the dollars are leaving out of the community. That is a problem. They are part of the gentrification. They're part of the crime and everything else that's going on because they are not retaining with tax dollars or anything else, or grabbing more of the tax code that we are putting more into. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's a
Mm-hmm.
part of
We
the
built
bigger
Chicago.
gentrification too,
We built
Chief.
Detroit. Huh?
I said that's a part of the bigger gentrification too, Chief, that a lot of people are not paying attention to on the back end. Like when it comes to someone calling you, say, colored, or someone calling you African American, when you go back and you look at all the documentation, all the data, I mean, like we can literally raise up young data scientists to take all of these data analytics and just combine them and show people the truth.
Right.
I'm telling you, we can do that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because what you find out is that they literally just grouped all people of color together, and all the people of color together was grouped into a certain territory, state by state. All these initiatives were
From
ran by
Africa.
different all these
Every
initiatives were
country.
ran by different organizations. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was going to tell you. That's what my father found out, because when he was a part of the NAACP, they was doing, good things down in South Georgia, because they were going to the prisons. I mean, they were speaking to a lot of the inmates. A lot of them were saying they didn't do the crime. They were going all the way up there, Atlanta, up and down the Panhandle. And then one day they got invited, to the island off of South Carolina, and that's when they saw the truth. When they went over there,
What, Jekyll
these
Island?
Yo,
no,
Lois,
no, not Jekyll, not
Yo,
Jekyll Island.
I'm never saying that we do not have great ancestors who make up the Masonic orders, who make up the Eastern
No,
Stars, who
no,
make
no,
up.
no, no. I'm
Hold
not
on,
No.
hold on,
talking
hold on,
about
whoa, 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 whoa,
no.
whoa. Hold
We're
on,
not
I'm not
talking
finished.
about that.
That make up the NAACP, because you got to. That make up the NAACP, right? I'm not saying that the NAACP has never, in certain districts or certain chapters or whatever, have done anything for anybody. If I wouldn't,
I'm
I wouldn't
not.
have never joined them as a kid in the junior NAACP. But if I would have known that they were not for us and by us from go, I would have never even joined it as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought I was being conscious. You know what I'm
No, if
saying? I'm
we
being
had
Mm-mm.
known
conscious now.
anything, we
No,
wouldn't have did
yeah,
none of this.
no.
If
But
we
I'm
had
I'm
saying
being
known,
We
conscious
give
now.
it
You
in
no.
ignorance.
Like what I'm talking about. Anybody can go and see is what I'm saying is this is when they start trying to tie Africa into the advancement of colored people, because
Whoa,
they've
whoa,
already grouped people together.
whoa. You
They
jumping
group
together.
remember they group people together, because you have to remember, when you go back and you start researching a lot of these records, you were
Oh,
finding East Indian indentured servants.
hold
These
on, brother.
East
Hold
Indian,
on.
um,
Hold
we
on,
we
brother. You
got
done
we
said
got
something. We can't.
documentation.
No. Hold
Yeah,
on,
he
brother. You done
dropping
said
jewels
something.
right now.
You done, you
They
done
were doing the
opened up.
dances. They were
Hold
doing the
on,
dances. My
sir.
father's still alive, yo.
Are you saying the same Jews that are
Yeah, the
funding and
same NAACP.
created NAACP,
Same
funded the
NAACP.
Out of Africa story,
Al Sharpton.
my brother, funded the
The
slave
same
story? Are y'all,
NAA.
hey,
My pops.
are you niggas still mad at me talking about slavery's fake? Well, guess what? I've done even more research to find out the shit's fake, nigga. So the point being
They
is,
brought.
you got to come up with all this documentation. The NAACP was, oh my God, bro, this
Hey
is what we
Man,
Chief.
talking
Hey
about,
Chief.
bro.
yo,
Real. Hey
you done
Chief.
got
Hey
I'm
too
Chief.
heated
listening.
now, bro.
Yo, Chief. Real talk.
Oh my
I'll let you speak with my pops, bro. Like I'll hit you up on the back chat. Next time I'm
So
home,
so
I'll
they
let
so
you
they had our
talk to
best
him.
interests at heart.
It was all one of those situations where
Wow.
it seems like it was a ceremony to
I'm
say, "Hey,
listening.
we trade in places with you," because you looking at it like that's us. You looking at it like that's us, but for some
Yeah.
odd reason, my pops is like, "Wait a minute," you know,
Hey, you should have the
like.
link, bro.
My pops is like, wait a minute, but I kid you not, they were having like all these ceremonies, and
So
then
you saying
different
it's two
people, and
sides.
yeah, it's two sides, and then
Look,
people in
I mess with you. You know what I
Hold
mean?
on, Jeff.
wasn't a ritual.
Reginald.
It wasn't a ritual. It was just like a presentation they was having when they went and gathered there, because they had to take the little little prairie thing across to get over. Like that's what I'm saying. They just had this. They had this big presentation set up for a lot of not higher up, but I guess some that they chose to like see what was going on. I guess they were trying to
Ordained.
recruit them, ordain a
Ordained.
recruit. But my pops couldn't be ordained a recruit because it was apostles that was trying to recruit him, and he turned them down. It wouldn't let it wouldn't let him, because he used to tell me stories about his father, my
They was trying to
grandfather would.
recruit.
Yeah, he used to tell me stories about how
Huh.
grandfather would go out in the woods for days with no gun,
Man,
for
my
days in the
apparently my
woods.
granddad did.
and come back with wood for the fire, quail, like everything. And he said he used to always get mad at him because he didn't have no shoes on. He just throw it down on grandma's carpet. And he was like, he wished he never fussed with him and he talked more. He used to tell me that's what his father used to do.
Learning to sell out.
Yeah, his father, my grandfather was born the year 1900. That's why it be making me sad when I hear people talk about, well, you know, that was a long time ago. How was that a long time ago? This is my grandfather born 1900.
My grandma was born 1924.
See what I'm saying?
And my
Right.
great grandma was born 1905.
That pissed
So,
me
you
off.
know,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
It wasn't that long ago, man.
It wasn't that long
wasn't.
ago. But they only
But
been
people
in
don't get it.
existence.
But you can't argue for them when you hear people saying that wasn't a good look.
But you know what? These people only been in this for 243 years. That 400-year shit is a bunch of bull crap. And we all know that. We all know that. So when we count 1776 to now, we get 243 years. That's all the time that they have really been in all of this, you know, what they're doing now. They came over here, true enough, but they came over here as servants, peasants, dogs, all that old shit to us. They was never ever that all that. They switched places with us through paperwork, black and
That's
white.
what it was. It was trading places.
And paper.
Because
that's all they did, you guys. They did not. We was never slaves.
We're back.
They put them
Angolan Latinos. Right.
They put them $5 Indians.
I just she going in.
Yeah, go ahead, mama. I'm sorry.
Put them $5 Indians over there on the reservation, and they put us in pencil and paper over here on a damn plantation. Now, it's up to us to realize that these people have done a great scheme.
Damage.
It's just a scheme.
With help.
Yeah.
They
We realize.
y'all. And it's just time for us to just take the same pencil and paper,
right,
and give it back to them.
Yeah.
And take our rightful place back. I mean, they weren't scared to do it to us. What the hell we scared of?
Hey, Mom,
give them back the pen and paper. Like, no, I don't sign this.
Hey, yo, and so here's the thing, right?
Language we had at that time.
Peace.
Hey, AP in the building.
Hey,
AKA Copper Grizzly in the building, man.
Yeah, the little brother, AP.
Y'all see that Copper Grizzly right there, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's the first American God, man. New comic that we coming out with, man. Shout out to Leaper Son, man. And y'all already know Supreme Chief over here, but shout out to Jaguar, man. Shout out to Blue Diamond. You know what I'm saying? More characters coming, man. So, you know, just be on the lookout for that, man. But yeah, that's huge, man. AP in the building.
But do y'all really know how this thing came to be, though, for real? I mean, do we really know, or we just still speculating? We just still trying to figure it out? You know, I just got a little nudge from a little sister in the back chat, and she gave me something that I will surely want y'all to figure it out. William Penn. Okay? Go in on William Penn, anybody in this chat.
Man, I wonder, that's the school I went
to. Not you. Please, not you. Come on, mute. Please, mute. Because I you know I can't take much of that. Please.
Well, like I say, shout out to Miss Mohawk. Go check out original tribeup.app.
Miss Mohawk.
Yeah, another matriarch. Here's the thing, right? We're talking about William Penn. We're talking about all these other fools.
No, we talking about okay. What I'm talking about is this. William Penn was born where? Where was he born? In London, damn England. Okay? Born in London, England. October the 14th, 1644. Why is he over here creating Pennsylvania, creating Quaker churches and schools and colleges and the Constitution? All of this was done by these Quakers, you guys.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely, Mama Chief. What I was gonna say was they didn't bring it here. He didn't bring the Constitution when he came here. He would he'd have left it there. So that's another thing that we had to look at. So a lot of the things that these dudes are taking credit for were actually already our ancestors already put together 1,000 years prior.
Well, it wasn't put together too well because it did not include us. If it did, then somebody, as I said, flipped the script, and we got the shorty end of the stick.
But check this
They
out,
established
Amachito.
nonsense.
Check this out though. They have a thing called actual like data, like it's numbers, right? Because if we understand right now today that Caucasian people are, let's just use that example, or a minority, right? Well, 200 years ago they were a minority, right? Even more of a minority. So 300 years so here's the thing. In 1600s, Penn would have been here with all of us. He didn't come over here with a whole bunch of people, right? That's one thing. So we built the cities, we built everything. He didn't come over here with any of these things. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Now,
indeed, I do.
Later on, they didn't get here to the late 1800s, going into the 1900s, and it's called Ellis Island. We have the numbers. So when I say Trump wasn't here into the 1900s, his grandfather didn't get here until 1928. So America was great. That's why he came here. We made America great in the 1600s. So a lot of the stuff they going back and changing and rewriting history, whitewashing history, saying that people did this and that and the third and all this other stuff or whatever. And this is what we're going back, not only revising history, but just getting to the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because I point this out all the time. The so-called first president of their so-called company or whatever was George Washington. He was us. He was a copper color person. They have to deal with that. They have to deal with the fact that the nation's capital, right, Washington, is copper-colored people. That's a copper-colored bloodline, period. There's no other Washingtons. They didn't bring Washington here. It was here when they came here. So they understand the power. Snyder understands the power in the helmet. He understands the power in keeping that what it is. He's tapped into it. We haven't. We have to get tapped into our shit. And that's what we haven't been doing.
Hey,
so
Chief, it's called false personas. It's called a false persona.
Yeah.
In the cyber realm, that's what it's called. It's called a false persona.
That shit don't mean nothing. That nigga take that shit back to
right, baby.
Where he came from. But yeah, no, but you understand what I'm saying, Mama Chief? I'm agree 100%. We have to talk about those things because these are the things they're using all our shit as their source of power over us. And we're not tapped in because we think about Zimbabwe. You know what I'm saying? Like, the majority of our people believe that we are from Africa.
That's right. And ready to go back. Yeah.
Period. Majority of so-called African Americans believe they from Africa based off of fucking roots.
They do.
Period.
They do. That's what they first started indoctrinating us.
So we have the ability to create our own movies, create our own shit, do our own things, you know what I'm saying, and put out our own imagery. The problem is we have people who tend to want to keep putting out the same narratives with no evidence.
No, and you're right. We have like these dudes that falsify real data and not giving us the real actual reason on where
they try to make it look good.
Right.
They try to make it look good.
Yo, I'm glad you just said that. You just reminded me of something, right? I seen a piece of the debate that Ty, you guys had.
I almost said a name.
With the mestizos, right? So here's the thing. They were saying stuff that was false. They were saying words and saying things and wasn't putting dates with them. Like, you know what I mean? Like when they created these terminologies, start classifying different people, right? Australoids, Negroid. Like it'd be like Negro and they put Caucasoid in there, right? But we know for absolute facts that there's a time on Caucasoid. Check?
Exactly.
There's a time. So when you put it in the same classification and the terminology as Negro, it implicates that they were in certain time periods, like archaic time periods. They don't even, let's say words like archaic or paleo, right? They'll say a dumb word to you like paleo without even telling you the time period that it's in. Because once again, Caucasian wouldn't be in that time period. That's modern.
And then they use African American.
Not only is it modern, it's isolated. You fuck ass niggas. So I heard some shit about the Kendrick man. Hold on, brother. I heard something about the Kendrick man Well, the morphology says he was European. Are you saying that it was Europeans in Washington 10,000 years ago? I'm not, because white people didn't exist 10,000 years ago, sir. Not in Europe. Remember Cheddar Man? Remember Cheddar Man was white too at first? Because the racist ass, white ass scientist that's trying to push a fucking narrative, you duck ass nigga, is pushing that fucking narrative without nothing to back it up. So guess what they did? They had to come back and say, oh, well, Cheddar Man is he's dark skinned. But guess what? He had blue eyes and straight hair. Looked like Michael Jackson before the bleaching of the skin. You fuck ass nigga. But all his people that predate him 30, 40,000 years were darker than him. Really, nigga? Who you talking to? You wanna know why we already know this though, brother? We already know. We know this was a black planet. The further you go back, the darker this planet is. And I'm saying black for a reason, because they understand what I'm saying. So I need y'all to understand that these niggas are liars. Every time they open their fucking mouth, a bone will fall out, a lie fall out. I want to say something bad, y'all.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh, Jesus.
Like we already know.
Problem is though, nigga, so, we got you niggas, all right. So that's why I wouldn't debate them. I cuss their ass out, kick them off the panel, and then do what I'm doing right now.
I love that.
You fuck ass niggas. You are mestizo, right? There's a mestizo.
All day.
Hey, check this out, right? Check this out. So at the end of the day, right? Here's how we got you, right? You all they have to do is pull up a mestizo bone prior to the Europeans coming over here creating them. They can't do that. You wanna know why they can't do that? Because the whole conversation about being a fucking mestizo, right? It means that you're mixed with the European people who came, Caucasian people who came here, who mixed with the indigenous people of the land. Y'all see how this works?
Correct.
They created a thing. They created a people that will be considered mestizos, which means in Spanish, Latin, and English means miscegenation, which means mixed generations, right? But the original people who were already here, right, prior to 1492, prior to 1778, prior to 19 whatever, who created these people who set up a fucking caste system. Remember the caste system, dumbasses? So you fuck niggas that talk. Like he was talking from a caste system, a mestizo, certain of the morphology, and I'm talking so far, you fucking niggas here, I'll beat you niggas up, bro. Straight flat out. Beat you niggas up. All that shit you niggas talking about, nigga, you to get beat the fuck up, nigga. That shit, that right there, Mama T, I put on right hand my son, God. I put it right hand of God right now to get beat up, bro. And this is what I'm talking about, because you condescending bastards act like you created Spanish, act like you created Latin, like you act like you created math and science and all this other stuff based on the dumb shit you said. Oh, and we know that the Mongoloid type would have been here during this time period. No, you don't. You don't have a Mongoloid bone prior to your motherfucking ass, nigga. You don't have them. So when you niggas say certain things, all I want dates, I want to see the bone. Show me the bone. We can show our bones. Show me a Mongoloid bone, so-called mixed mestizo, right? In Naya's time. Show me. Don't talk crazy to me and talk about, oh, well, we know that the measurements say this, but the hair was straight back. I want to beat you niggas up, bro. See how I'm saying? Dude, I'm wrong, though. I want to beat them up. I'm wrong. But I'm hostile, though. Yeah, I'm hostile. Really, I have a right to be hostile because niggas is trying to play our ancestors. I heard that. Right? So I don't have no problem, bro, with our so-called Latin brothers and sisters, so-called mestizos. I don't have a problem with nobody, right? Long as them niggas pay homage to your grandfathers, your grandmothers. Long as you doing that, the motherfuckers that's on the Native Americans that's on the motherfucking reservation, like the nigga that was being disrespectful to Colorado nigga, see, once again, I'm the war chief. I'm plotting that all the time. Fuck that nigga. He was being disrespectful to all of him, me, you, everybody else. I'm ready to fight. If you're not ready to fight, man, for disrespecting your ancestors, bro, you ain't built for this.
Who disrespected who, chief?
Go there, nigga. Yeah, the nigga, when Colorado called the Cherokee nigga and was asking, telling him he was Cherokee, and he was like, no, nigga, our people went over there and was raping your people. Well, you the result of the rape, baby, you nigga. I'll beat that nigga up, bro. Like, see, that's what I'm talking about. He's being disrespectful. They come out, well, yeah, my grandmother was dark. Really? Really?
Shit, man.
When did you get light? Oh, you know the Germans that you mixed with, though, right? and you paying homage to them. Well, Germany's over there. No disrespect to Germany. Beautiful place, beautiful people.
Yeah.
But this is America, Jack. And we understand the relationships. We understand when things came here. So when we talk about being the first cowboys, we talk about being the first Indians, we get into the science and we get into the root of it. And can't nobody tell us we not them people.
Exactly.
When you do, you know what you're doing? You're being disrespectful, and that's war.
Yes,
and that's war.
Yeah.
So I let anybody know, I let any motherfucker know, if you have a problem with what I'm saying, nigga, it's war. How about that? How about that? Anybody's listening to me, whatever, fuck you.
Straight like
if you,
that.
nigga, you got a problem with what I'm saying, it's war. Nigga, because you are disrespecting our ancestors, standing on our fucking land, disrespecting, man, everything, and helping the caste system at the same time. And we can prove that too. We can prove with legal, we pull out legal shit. We pull out everything over here. What are you talking about? We're showing them bones. Where are your bones? Where are your bones? Walter Neves, he was a Swiss scientist because they wasn't even, Kyle wasn't even talking about Walter Neves. He switched to scientist that was the racist scientist that was mad. This nigga's from Spain. He was mad talking about, he was mad, bro. I'll beat that nigga up, bro. He don't need to be nobody's university teacher. That's an credible university to me. Wherever he's teaching at, that nigga was mad. Bitch, you're from Spain. And that's a whole nother conversation. You're from Spain. This is America. He was in Brazil, mad, throwing his papers around. I was livid because all the measurements, right? Here's the problem that they have. The actual measurements say these are Negroes. See how this works? The actual time periods when they dig down in the ground, they go down, right? You go down further. You go down further. The deeper you dig, the darker the planet gets. They understand it. So he's livid. He's livid. You see how that works?
But we can't argue them with like real science.
I hate you niggas. Y'all crazy.
You know
how y'all think y'all gonna get away with this? How you think you gonna continue to teach that dumb shit?
On purpose, apparently, because like, they just moved.
Bro, how can they teach this in a university? How can anybody teach? Matter of fact, listen, if we saying something about Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, right? It's in love. It's what he brought in the 70s. But we take it to the next level, right? But the niggas still talking about they came before Columbus, huh?
I'm listening.
Columbus, nigga, we not, bro. Listen, bro. Now it's called. If y'all don't think people know this right now.
Excuse me, Chief. And Digi, come on, mute the button, please, brother. Thank you.
I mean. Yo, y'all, like, listen, man. This the jig is up. Shout out to A1, man. Like, shout out to Thompson's one, man. Like, I don't know if y'all understand the cat's out the bag. If the way to power, right, is the path of tapping back into this land. You got people mad at us, calling us some coons because we saying we the first Americans, but socially, politically, it's working for us. That's what it's about. It's about the Asian community is winning in America. Okay? Why? What are we doing? What model do we need to be setting up? Because I even thought, well, damn, they're doing it because they're set up back at home. So if we could set up here and be connected back to the brothers, the sisters on the continent, right? Get us some African soap and shit like that. See how this work? What happened to that? What happened to, you know what I'm saying? And we talk about that, shout out to Jackie Robinson Jr. and tapped in with the farmers over there with the coffee and stuff like that. They just put big corporation behind it. You know what I'm saying? The NAACP is a big corporation. These institutions are big corporations that can swallow up, that can buy all the fake ass motherfuckers that they can buy. That's what's been going on. So we all sold out. You know what I'm saying? We talked about the so-called Negro League, right? We tapping into Negro. That's what they found. Negroes playing baseball when they came here. If we would have kept that league going today, right, and all our Ken Griffey Jr. ass playing ass niggas would have played in this league, fuck they league. See how this work? See how this work? The seamstress, the restaurants, all these different things that league, that institution
So
has set,
so
have
every
put
so
together,
every
right? And here's an institution that's set up right here,
I'm
right?
listening.
That's feeding the community. Shit is circulating, but we want foreigners to come take our game, and then we want to go play for them. We want to go to the big leagues. Y'all see how this works?
We gave it up. You said like we
I
all
mean,
are sellouts.
that's not being fucked up. Think about it. From
I didn't say we are.
the Negro League predates the the Major League Baseball, MLB.
Correct.
Period. So they came
So
in,
we are
took this,
all sellouts.
and then alienated us out of it. And then the Jackie Robinsons came back in. Y'all understand what I'm saying? If you can't be we got alienated from it when they were sending immigrants over here. We want these guys to take this game. We want these guys to be a part of this. We want these guys to. We want these monies to generate and
Yeah, it
circulate
looked
here.
like
And
this
listen,
game
these people
came
take
from
sports.
them.
These people take sports serious. They take it so serious that they're tapped into our ancestors, the energy of our ancestors. Right? So I got to give young Pharaoh his props on this. He did a lecture and he was talking about how the arenas are set up and how them circulating that energy and stuff like that, right? And the currents and stuff like that, right? Well, it's even further. Like we know that the sorriest fucking football, they can lose every game. Got a fan base. They making millions of dollars off of merchandise and so on and so forth. Circulation,
So
generating. Somebody's
why are
sowing.
we
Hold on, brother.
generating?
Hold on. Somebody's sowing. Somebody's eating. Somebody's building. Somebody's doing something in the cities that we built, like Chicago, like Cleveland, like Detroit. Y'all follow me where I'm going with this? Our people came up from Mississippi, leaving their land to come up here and build these corporations for these people. And got gentrified, lost jobs, lost certain things or whatever. And the rest is history. We understand what happened, right? But the point is, how do we change it? How do we stop it? How do we make it happen? Why were these organizations set up? Why were these things done? What happened? What made the mistakes? You know what I'm saying? To where it wasn't successful. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So we want to get back to that, get back to solutions. If sports is this important to them, well, billions of dollars is being generated from it. It's economics. That's why they support the games. That's why they go to the things. And it doesn't matter if they got a Kaepernick jersey on. They're still generating the money. So they know what they're doing. Now, the question is, right, Jay-Z, I don't even know the deal, right? It don't matter to me, right? Jay-Z just did a deal with the NFL. Niggas is like, oh no, you're supposed to be conscious. You know the NFL put Kaepernick out, and you know you're supposed to be the Black Power guy that's representing for us, right? So I just wanted to get the panel, like, and I'm gonna tie this back into our people and why this is so important to the popular, but how it's us putting our putting our energy into it. So, you know, I mean, I think it's interesting to get the great one's response to this. You know what I'm saying?
You
So what
know
do you
what
guys
I'm
think
gonna
about
say,
Jay-Z?
Don.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know what I'm
I
gonna
want to
say,
know.
Don.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm gonna say, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and let y'all talk about that shit.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say this, and I got something for you, Mama Chief. So Arthur Blank, right, has never don't care about the Atlanta Falcons. He don't care about the land. He don't care about shit. Right?
Right.
Let's be clear.
Right.
I keep him I'd rather see Jay-Z as an owner of the Atlanta Falcons, as somebody in that position. I'd rather see somebody like ourselves in that position other than these guys.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Jay-Z, his wife, ain't none of them never done jack for me or none of the indigenous people that I can see. Now, if they have, somebody need to just show it to me. But I ain't never seen none of them niggas come up here and say tribe up or get on TV. And they do their little slick slide shit because they got signs and symbols that they doing to show them folks that they'll never tell. But at the same time, they have signed a contract. Anybody who deal with entertainment in any realm that they on that TV, they is gone, baby. I don't trust them. They can stay where they at because they ain't doing nothing for the indigenous people.
Hey, now, Mama Chief, that's valid because a lot of people feel that way, and that's that's valid. But once again, though, my pushback on it would be, why should he not do a deal that would not only empower himself more or whatever, empower his company, but also empower a lot of other people that he's representing in the NFL.
If that was true,
NBA.
if that was true, he would have been doing it. How long that nigga been up in there? Ever since he was a little bitty boy. Hell, he done had many opportunities to help and set the record straight. All them have. They know the truth. They get the truth when they get that damn money. They get the truth. That's why they are comfortable with doing it. They'll die for. They won't die for you, but they'll die for that money.
Okay, so so the flip side of that is why is him signing something with the NFL have to do with anything that we got to do with it? Why is niggas butthurt about this man making a move to go work for these guys or work with these guys? I don't know exactly what it is, but it's not my business. But people are mad about it, and they're making videos, and I just want them to. I need them to. I need them to. I need these niggas to understand when you're in the public. Now, except for Jason Witten, he got a job to do. Shout out to Jason Witten, right? He had a job to do. That's his thing. He's gonna be that guy that's gonna talk, whatever. But right is right, wrong is wrong, right? Even Jason Witten will agree with this. Like if somebody's making moves like that, it's not a black-white thing no more, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that we gotta move different. They moving different. We gotta move different. You understand what I'm saying? So we gotta support each other, man. Yeah, we don't agree with what Kanye said, but he went to the White House and we support him. We ain't gonna be in the news and the media, talking bad about him because we don't agree with everything that he said. You didn't say shit, and you didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's my point. So everything, you can't agree with everything that Jay-Z did or doing or whatever, but the point is, somebody gotta do something. Everybody doing nothing. And for people to not be doing nothing, criticizing somebody and mad about Kaepernick, they never stop watching the NFL. Them niggas is betting right now, the sports book right now for the NFL. Ain't nobody studying Kaepernick. So I ain't gonna make no millions of dollars.
But Chief, can we please get off of that and get back on the business of us? Because them niggas ain't involved. They ain't over there talking about us. They ain't over there talking about how much they gonna donate to help us. They ain't gonna get nothing to your super chat. So what I'm saying is, can we stay on point? Anytime it's always got to go back to what they doing. Them niggas do not represent us. And we need to stop acting like they do.
That's facts. That's another thing. That's facts.
Can I get Ab TV, baby? How you doing, love?
I'm well.
Okay, I just need to make sure you were back there with me. I love you.
I love you too, mama. Peace
to
everybody.
Man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Ab TV, man. What to do, bro?
Peace, brother. Peace.
Yeah,
I don't really have an opinion on it. I'm gonna just say this: it's too much cooning and buffooning, as Diddy said. It's just too much cooning and buffooning. And, it's pretty plain to see that the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding, though, man. The amount of resources and revenue that certain entities have, and this amount of information they have, it's just no excuse on why more hasn't been done or instituted. They just gotta be agents. That's all I feel. That's how I feel. Like, there's just no way around the shit. So that's just my opinion.
I feel you on that though. But it's like Mama Chief said though, are we putting too much, are we allowing to be manipulated? Because it's always been like that. Like even Malcolm X was talking about that in the one video we played a couple weeks ago, or whatever. He was talking about the entertainers, like in our community, they prop up the entertainers and people like that. But when we talk about who's there propping up, we know who's bankrolling these certain things, right? But these things are put in place for a reason, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we got to break through it. If we see somebody trying to break the mold and breaking through, you know what I'm saying? You may not understand everything, but we still gotta, you might not, if they ain't your lane. Everybody got a lane. Dame Dash lane is right here. This is lane right here. This person's name right here. This is your lane right here. This your, I think that gotta be said. And try to like I said, use things that people can relate to that we can learn from. We gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying? Got to. No matter what. I don't like you, man, but I ain't gonna be on the thing talking about your plan that you got. You know what I'm saying? If you got a dope plan and you trying to implement it, stuff like that, I ain't gonna be somewhere talking about you. You know what I mean? Like that's not cool. So yeah, we gotta do that. But I say this though, to reach it back in the future, in the past, right? When we're talking about the mistakes that our ancestors made, right? While the people were coming here, and even once they got to the Mississippi River and start coming over, we were still fighting each other. When the numbers, the people, you know, could have been stronger. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, they got to us through the liquor. They got to us through these things, and we know that liquor is a big part of destruction of our community, even more so than drugs. The liquor was first. They even taking over the tobacco industry, stuff like that. Y'all follow me? Like, yo, it's weird. So if we know that the mistakes happened in the past, the position that we in right now, y'all, is dire. Because I know for a fact there's more Chinese restaurants in your city than Aboriginal restaurants. I know for a fact it is. You could be in a little bitty ass city in Iowa, like the brother here from Iowa, but I can guarantee you it's 3 motherfucking Chinese restaurants and it's one or half of fucking Aboriginal restaurant there. I can guarantee it. If
But
that.
just going to show you how many real Aborigines you got. Because if these Chinese restaurant is thriving in our communities, that means that ain't that many Aborigines. They still eating damn rats and cats and shit.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's facts. That's a fact. So, but my point is though, like we can't hate, like, you know, because like I said, I don't hate on no other communities, right? I don't have like shout out to the Empress, rest in paradise to Dr. Frances Cress Wilson, right? I seen her one time. She was so eloquent. She said, She said like saying something to try to cause her being she had hate or something like. She said she don't have time to be hate. This is a waste of energy. You understand what I'm saying? To hate you, to giving you too much power. I can't. Come on, bro. Like we got to move different. And when they see these power moves that we making like that, you know, it'll be different. Like it's gonna be different. You got to stand up, man, and grab them. Like it's lessons, like from everybody. Okay, Jay made that move. Okay, Dane, you ain't gotta go there. You mad? You overly mad right now. You getting personal. Leave that alone, bro. Yeah, clap, man. That's good. That's a good look. Leave personal shit out. The personal
And that's
stuff has
the other
nothing to do
thing
with that.
too,
But
Chief.
you'll be right with him if you know what I'm saying. You know, broken and making sure the deal went dope. But we gotta move different, bro. So
It's
yeah,
all
we
influence
need to take it to the next
operations.
level, Joe. Say what, bro?
Yeah, look into that too, Chief, bro.
What part?
Influence, yeah, like influence operations. Like these are the type of things that are literally like influencing a lot of, like our people, because you have a platform, but the issue and the problem is, look at all the other distractions and the cracks in the road. It's hard to try and put,
Right.
more concrete down to cover it up, because more people are going to come and tread over it. So that's the problem that's going on now. So we're not going to always have everybody here, but like what you're doing is helping us, because your frequency is being angled to us, and then we're taking our frequency and building and going from there, because it's up to us to, start building, like our platforms and stuff too, because we got to start reaching out and doing what we need to do as well. We can't always just come and, like hang and lollygag and, sip on a beer and talk smack and, like the chat room. We literally got to start doing the same thing. And it's like, oh man, yo, Chief on, let's go hop over there, because we done already did this. Now we're gonna hop on. Now we just building a bigger platform, because a cyber platform is a strong ass platform and people don't realize it. A brick and mortar platform, that's your fort. But when it comes to a cyber platform, these are all the like-minded people that have came and built with you, that are ready to go and do something, or ready to go and, put their skill sets to work. And that's what we're catering to, and that's what we want the youth to see, and we want them to be able to feel like they have a voice too, to join these platforms as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just,
Well,
like my little bit.
I say this, and building other platforms, too, for the youth, is important. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm coming out of retirement in the music. You know what I'm saying? Because it connects, it's bridging back to the youth, right? And
Appreciate
so
that. Appreciate that.
just shout out to Be Busy in the building, man. Great producer too. Got beats on deck, man. So shout out to Be Busy. But check it out, right? So for to okay, I'm working on a song, right? And song's going hard, street shit, right? And I said, well, damn, I could interject the peace treaty in this song. You know what I'm saying? It's taking the energy that you're feeling, and then now I'm directed into a peace treaty. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand what this looks like in the streets, because you've seen it. It's on the news right now in your city right now. So we understand, what does peace look like in Chicago? What does it look like in Newark? What does it look like in Queens? Right? And we get to the Bloods out there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even, let's just say, for instance, right? Shout out to Rikers Island, right? Shout out to all the institutions around the country, right? Brothers is holding it down for their people, right? Let's just say the Bloods was started or whatever to hold their people down because the Latin people was putting pressure on our people, right? Because they was organized. Can't use
No,
arm type shit.
we're gonna use
Y'all
good
understand what I'm
Nipsey.
saying?
Good Nipsey.
But hold on, brother. So but the thing is, all right, so shit changes once we get in, some people get into power and then start abusing everybody else. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So it's about unity first, right?
Yeah.
And then you can have unity and peace with other people, because now you have the numbers, you have the power to inflict that will on everybody else. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I might be saying too much, but y'all everywhere, if you're a gangster, you're a real gangster, you have a duty. You're a warrior, you have a duty to your people. You have a duty to change this. Your age has nothing to do with it. You were born to do this. You was born to do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's our duty to reach back to these youngsters and take that energy and direct it to something better, something building. Now, we're not going to wait on you guys to give us factories. We're going to build our own factories. So when Thai Data, once again, is, we're toilet paper, right? We don't even make our own fucking toilet paper. It's some rudimentary, but fuck it. Let's do our own factory.
Start there.
Right? That's a solution, right? That's a solution.
Yes,
that's something that's coming. Right? Hold on.
business.
That's something that's coming to the table. Facts. That's something that's coming to the table, right? If everybody two people that's listening right now supported it, it would be further along what it is. And once again, more things coming, more things. That if motherfucker just up and disappeared for whatever reason, you have enough to build on. Mama Chief with the call centers. I can guarantee you it's a lot of unemployed people listening to this, but not or tapping in. Therefore, take that to the next level. You know what I'm saying? We have to build. OriginalTribeWord.com. We have that's the Gucci. That's Gucci. Spend Gucci money with Miss Mohawk, man. Please spend Gucci money with Miss Mohawk, y'all. Hey, we got more shit coming, right? But please stop with us, bro.
And then when you wait a minute, why you gonna go there? Why you gonna go there?
Yes, ma'am.
Why you gonna go there? We need to make sure that we teach our people too that we are not to be dealt with like you deal with everybody else, because we supposed to be bartering with each other, y'all. We gotta learn why you're doing it. You gotta learn. You gotta teach each other. We cannot continue to treat ourselves and treat each other like we like these folks treat us. Because if that's the case, I don't want to be Aboriginal.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, absolutely. That's facts. That's a big fact. But I do believe that we have to put a value
and that's what
on ourselves and our brand, on the culture. You know what I mean? Like, once again, the reason why I'm coming out of retirement, right, is, okay, well, hip hop is about the 5 elements, right? And one of the elements that everybody seems to forget is the community you know, the consciousness that you're supposed to be bringing to the community in hip hop. That got kicked to the side along with graffiti, along with breaking. Y'all follow me. The point being is, right, they just destroyed all the elements that's supposed to be there, but that's the most important one, right? So why wouldn't we put this Aboriginal culture, dab smack, inside hip hop? You know what I'm saying? And y'all got to talk about this. You're going to have to, Jadakiss, shout out to Jadakiss, one of the greatest. All the locks, they all top 5 man. That's how it's work. But y'all understand my point? So whether it's ARAB, whether it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? We can connect to people because we balance with Muslims on here. We connected with Muslims on here. We do music with Muslims on here. We do music with Moors on here. Y'all follow me? And we can connect. We can put these stories and these conversations start happening. So now when I hear Black Thought say something about Aborigine, indigenous, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs, man. Go check out Education with a joint with Mos Def and the brother. These brothers, Mos Def talking about this.
You doing an entertainment bill right here, bro. And it ain't
No,
really
ma'am.
about
No,
us.
ma'am.
I'm finna go.
Well, I'm not doing the entertainment, but I'm building.
But you know
driving.
though.
I'm dropping some dudes right now. And we're talking about.
Okay,
Wait,
Chief.
wait,
Okay, Chief. This your
I got you,
platform.
Mama Chief. I'm saying though, like we talking about how do we get this information to the youth? There's a bridge. I'm a bridge to you, but somebody has to be a bridge to our warriors who are going to be the ones to help build our communities.
How about telling the youth the damn truth for once in life? I mean, because parents are still lying to children. They still got their children being kids for once. Then they still telling them about the damn teeth fall out the fairy tale gonna come and bring them some money. They still telling them about Santa Claus and church, and they still got their children. Some of these indigenous people need to check and tell the children the truth. And we ain't got to worry about the music and the entertainment and the sports and the basketball, you know. And when children do that shit, they won't be trying to do it because they being centered that's who I want to be like. Instead, I want to be like my daddy, you know, because my daddy ain't no basketball player. But no, we need to get our children to want to be like our damn parents.
Yeah,
that's the role model. That's the role model. The entertainment is a trap. The entertainment, it has been a trap. And I don't think nobody in their right mind should be trying to push their children to go to college and go to be this and that. Train them yourself then if you want them to be something. Buy them a team then. But for it's putting your child back in the hands of these damn devils, it's no good. We might as well just hang up now.
So Mama Chief, so check it out, right? So shout out to DaY, the Blue Collar Scholar, right? Down in Houston, boots on the ground, man, putting in work out there, right? But I remember years ago when he was telling me about that he was a part of a group that started their own. I'm using Pop Warner as the example. Their own league for the young men and stuff in their community, sending young men to college, keeping them out of trouble, helping them, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that or whatever. So they really watching the community, you know what I'm saying, men that were in the, you know, in the streets or whatever, are really putting boots on the ground to, you know, to change things. So in another example, Snoop working with his league, you know what I'm saying, and helping those young men and keeping them out of trouble and inspiring them and stuff like that or whatever. So for me, these are the things that we get them small children, things that interest them, things that keep their attention, but we're coaching them, we're training them to be the warriors, the men that they're supposed to be, because that energy is going to have to go somewhere. If it's not, it's going to go somewhere else. We're going to have to take that energy. And like I said, once again, these are men conversations. And I get it, because if we start talking about some clips and shit, I'm out. I'm like, I'm out. I'll see y'all later. So
No,
y'all
you're right,
gotta forgive me. But I'm a man though. I do man shit. Like I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
you're right.
I'm on a fence right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's
No,
that's
you're
just
not.
what
You're
I
not
say,
on the
Mom,
fence,
you know.
but you're right. You're right, Chief.
But
I
I
didn't want to interject like that, but
And
our
you
skill
are, and
sets,
I'm just
our
a
skill
mama.
sets,
And
yeah,
I'm
and our
just a
skill
mama.
sets.
I'm just an old mama, you know, so I apologize.
But Mama Chief, we need that though. But my point is though, I allow you to have your lane because we need that. We need the conversation
Right.
because if you don't say that about Jay-Z, nobody else might have would have said it. we need that conversation because most
But
people
I
like,
ain't
yeah,
never
Mama
gonna
Chief
rain
right,
on your
Chief ain't
parade. I ain't gonna
Chief.
never rain on you though, because I know that that's your lane. You know what I'm saying? And I support you in that. But like you say, please, by all means, like some of the stuff I heard when I came on here earlier, that little dude, whoever he was saying, I don't want to hear nothing about what somebody licked it when it was. I don't want to hear that dumb, crazy stuff in no rap music that my children supposed to be trying to elevate and educate themselves into the knowledge of themselves. See, because that is not it. That is not it. Some of the stuff y'all is not. It's not feasible.
Well, and listen, Mama Chief, if you were saying the opposite of that, I'd be like, I don't know what's going on. My mama would be saying the same thing. She's like, what did you got? What is you doing? Like, you feel me? But these are my intentions. This is what this is for. This is the story. You know what I'm saying? This is the fight.
Well, I'm with you.
You know what I mean? This is the medicine.
Long as
You
you keep
know
it
what I'm
right.
saying? This is the medicine. If y'all understand what I'm saying, then if you know, my medicine is the strongest. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
how
in
many
order for us
children?
to
This
stop
is
this,
my thing, though, Chief. This is my thing. The same
stop
people
it,
that
nothing.
you talk about, same people that y'all listening to on a day. How many of our young men and young women that is incarcerated in the private prioritized prisons that most of these athletes, most of these musicians have participated in on themselves to teach the music that they put in these rap songs and got our children on Molly's and Percocets and I mean, man, that is ludicrous. This is where I'm at with it. I don't see no good that it has done to our children. We got more in jail than there is on the street trying to work and be a man or a woman. So that's my stance on it. Y'all can deal with Hollywood. My daughter told me, because I told her that Disney World was a pedophilia pumping house for children. She got mad at me and said, Mama, you can't take everything from the babies. Well, y'all keep giving them to your babies. I relinquish the mic.
Well, I say this. I know it was a time period before hip hop, because I hear the music. You know, it's a lot of love music. It's a lot of soul. It's a lot of positive music that was out there, right? And I think I was around when it went from that to what we're seeing right now, right? So so at some point, like Mama Chief was saying, y'all, somebody's interest is in putting the vibrations out that we're killing themselves, killing ourselves, right?
The frequency change.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Somebody did that, right? And the reason why I retired from this game is because of I was participating in that frequency, right? Putting out dope man music, this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? With putting messages in the music, right?
And actually,
But my point is though, brother, like,
and
putting
that
this
came.
energy out, right? But it's brothers that were on the first album or not on the second album because they're dead. You know what I'm saying? Now maybe they were participating in this music, in this culture that really, art, imitation of their life. You understand what I'm saying? But imagine all the other young men that was listening to this song or album I put out
Silly
that's dead
Disney.
now. Y'all follow me on going with this? Or a sister that's doing this because of anything like that. So that was the reason why the retirement, right? But like I'm saying, this entity, these things are out there. How do we harness this energy? How do we change it? You know what I'm saying? How do we do it? So so
I really heard what she said.
that's the balance. And I had a vision. I did. You know what I'm saying? And so here we are. And this is a dangerous. You got to travel. You got to be out. You got to be in spots if you're really about this. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So be away from your family, or have your family on the road a lot, in and out of hotels, all this and all that. So, but when I'm in the radio stations, I'm talking Aboriginal. I'm talking council. I'm talking building. I'm talking Peoplestown. Y'all understand what I'm saying? When We pressing. It's full court fucking press. So they think it's music. It's the send off. You listen to this, bob your head, but we over here at the bank. You know what I'm saying? We over here building this whatever, this factory that needs to be retooled.
No, I heard. No, I
That we got
heard
to plug
exactly.
with the mayor, right? In a little town, we got to plug with the mayor. The mayor, we done did the mayor's genealogy, and then he done found out what tribe they from, and they down, right? And getting shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we have to take small, if it's small to big, we got to do everything that we're doing. So that's what goes on over here. I don't know what the hell the niggas is talking about. This shit crazy. Once again, it's about score. Like, check the scoreboard. There's things that are tangible that people want to even invest money in, right? And I'm like, yo, what are you seeing? What do you want to invest in? You have 5,000 leads. You have universal media. Y'all probably know where I'm going with this. So, if I don't know, me personally, I like competition. Work. So the council will help. Like, okay, listen, flyers, you'll be able to pass out an hour. I'm using hour again, but we got a brother from hour, right? So me and him, we talk, I can send him some flyers, right, in his town for him to pass out in his barbershops, beauty shops, stuff like that, whatever, reaching out to the people, having some conversation, whatever, talking about this, that, but you have something that you're connecting to the community to, right? Oh, and the box had a check with it. See how that work? It's what we're doing, bro. So we're trying to build over here, man, and let your egos or whatever. I don't care about that. I have a big ego. I don't care about this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still humble enough or whatever to claim my position and whatever. And so if I get some bullshit, I got to be the one that's got to be called out there, and that's got it is, because I'm going to be the one who's going to chop your head off. So I might as well stop it from even coming to that point where you're going to get your head chopped off. I just stop you at the door. Like, no, you ain't right. Sheesh. Stiff arm. Sheesh. Get over here. You know what I'm saying? But the argument is there, Mama Chief. That's the balance, though. Like, damn, I'm putting this record out right here. And he's saying, lickety sticky. I'm like, shit. But that's reality. We wouldn't be here without lickety sticky. So yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you, Chief.
Oh shit. So yeah, man, we wild Indians, Mama Chief. I ain't gonna lie to you. So it's real. So I don't know. That's yeah. So and like be able to, like as far as the business side of things or whatever, yeah. Things are good. So it opens up other opportunities that I could be able to help other people. You know what I'm saying? To be able to open up opportunities. So, and that's how we roll. Anything is going on. I got to hook up. Yo, man, I got to hook up. It ain't worth nothing no more. Too many people, but we gonna pass it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So y'all give us something, we gonna try to make an app for it. I'm gonna make an app for that. We're gonna get this for everybody. Feel me? So it's about the works, man, and your works dictate who you are. You know what I'm saying? And we talk scalps and we talking whatever, man. War paint and what these things symbolize and these things mean or whatever, right? We can't. We have to be connected. You know what I'm saying? To the pulse of the people. And so that's what it is, Mama Chief. To be able to connect to the pulse of people and direct that energy to where it needs to be at. So pushing a peace treaty. The only way I could get it into the culture, into the game culture, for instance, right, to be able to be respected, it would have to come through the media, right? And what we're doing right now is entertainment. People are listening right now. More people listening. More people gonna listen to this because it's entertaining. The conversation is entertaining to them.
Don't I know how many folks that we have that is lost into this entertainment world? It is ludicrous.
It's facts.
You know, it's really ludicrous. So if you want to keep them sleeping there, keep them sleeping. I hope we wake up a lot of them. I mean, but I'm just saying, entertainment has been our downfall.
Well, like I said, once again, we're doing entertainment right now. So talk, podcast, radio, and other people that put a value on this. You know what I'm saying?
Did I hear you say that this is entertainment right here now?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, well, okay, I've gone. Because I'm not here to entertain no damn body.
No, well,
Now,
Mama Chief, that's
that's not
people
my
listening
point.
to your voice and listening to the
I'm not gonna
information.
play these games with nobody. I'm not here
Nah,
to entertain. I'm here to build where we can come out under the pressure and the fingers and the feet we under. I'm not here to play with nobody or to entertain nobody or
right.
to call
But
or to
Mama
make
Chief, though,
nobody feel
listen,
good
I,
about
I
a
just
damn
heard
thing.
that.
but
I'm here
I'm a
listen,
to get
chief.
some business
I
straight.
got
I'm
you.
not gonna sit up here all night with y'all. I'm not gonna stay on no online 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning just to entertain nobody.
Mama
So
chief.
I will say good night to y'all. Y'all have fun.
Mama chief.
What? What?
What's your thoughts on Al Sharpton?
Oh, I ain't going there with that, man. No, come on. Good night. Good night. Y'all playing.
No, I'm not
Good
playing.
night.
I was asking a real question.
Hey, yeah, no, man. Hey, man. So, like I said, man, we've been on here for some hours though. So y'all already know, man. We turned up, man, and niggas ain't got no coffee right now. Something. I don't know. I'm about to go get some. But the point is, right? We have a late night conversations, man. This is beyond barbershop talk, man. We like in a little a bar somewhere in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Sheesh. The music jukebox is fucked up. You know, nigga playing their music on their phone or something, right? But point is though, a lot of times when you having conversations, right, amongst men, grown ass men, like 40s, 50s, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the politics, the talk, the conversation, right? That we men having a lot of times when we have those conversations, um, debates happen. You know what I'm saying? In those debates, like it's honestly, which is crazy, yo. But a lot of us play sports. A lot of us idolize certain people, Jim Brown, these certain people, whatever, right? And the O.J. Simpsons, right? So when you seen somebody that you idolize make a left turn, you follow me? Political, social context come with that. Y'all, these things have to be talked about. And they might be uncomfortable for anybody
Correct.
else, but they have to be talked
Correct.
about. Just as much as
So
Color
so
Purple
so what's your
is
thoughts on it?
entertainment, but it was a social engineering, just like Amistad, just like Roots, certain things, whatever. So all the things that was created our culture is fucking entertainment. The fucking school
what's
system,
your thoughts
everything or
on
whatever is
Al
entertainment.
Sharpton?
Huh? Bro, listen, bro. Like,
No, my bad. Well, what I'm
I,
asking,
I can say
what's your
like
thoughts
everybody
on
that
Al
see me, man, I
Sharpton?
done banged, did all that, whatever, bro. Like it's like this right here, man. The proof is always in the works. If you had the same resources, things that this brother has had or whatever, would you have done more? You follow me? And if you had you
Will I
brother,
change it?
you
You
in
asking?
Iowa, like hold on, brother. If you in Iowa had the street credibility that this dude had, would you be credible?
Not possible because actually I wouldn't even
Okay,
care about that.
okay. There you
I
go.
wouldn't even
No,
care about that. No,
that's your answer though.
actually I
If
answered
you
the
did what
question
Al Sharpton did, if you did, brother,
honestly.
Indigenous Ace, if you did what Al Sharpton did, you wouldn't even, you wouldn't even be honorable. You wouldn't even be
No, you're
respectful
right.
in your hood. So
You're
there we go.
right.
So check this out,
You're
right?
right.
He's never gonna be on nobody's Mount Rushmore of fighters or a warrior. Like, has he ever been a
I
warrior?
like
So
that.
that's my point. There you go. So for me, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that know me that's listening to this right now, whatever, that know me, they this is what I do. I'm in these trenches. You know what I'm saying? And trying to liberate our people. And I'm never gonna get away from that, which it's been a downfall
But
for a
I
lot
asked
of
you
us.
a valid question.
A violent one? You said a violent question, brother?
You forgot the question?
No, I thought you said you want to ask me a valid question.
No,
I thought
no,
that
I
was
said I asked you a valid.
a valid question. About Al Sharpton, or you say you're going to ask me about it?
No, I already did.
No,
I can't.
I mean, it's valid. I mean, I answered it as political as I can answer it. You know what I'm saying, or
No, I
whatever.
can
You
ask you
know,
a valid question on.
ain't nobody like, man, I want to be like Al Sharpton when I grew up. Nobody, bro. There's nobody that I've ever met that's like, man, if I grew up, man, I want to be Al Sharpton. Never.
Why not?
It don't matter. It does not matter. You follow me? So
Man, I'm gonna leave it alone, bro.
that's my point.
Hey,
So yeah. Um,
I'm leaving it
yeah,
alone.
man. I don't know what type of men nobody else is, man, but you know, this is what we do. Um, um, I say that, you know what I'm saying, like as far as how to move as a man, you know what I'm saying. One thing I know for a fact, and I need the sisters to back me up on this, you know, is us, you know, getting the respect back of our women, our mothers, you know what I'm saying, our wives, our daughters, you know what I'm saying, you know, how do we as men get that back, you know what I'm saying, and how it was taken. You gotta take it back. Not whooping on your wife, you know what I'm saying, keep your damn hands off your women, man, you know, no domestic violence, take your sensitive ass somewhere, go punch a bag or something, man, go do something, go build something, but get your shit together, man, don't put your motherfucking hands on my sisters. That's just no-no, you know what I mean, period. No matter what the situation is, no matter what your mama saying to you, whatever disproving, whatever, you know what your mission is, but keep your damn hands and be respectful to our empresses. That's it. That's all. That's nothing more. No excuses. Man, she punched my face and hurt, and I hit her back. Fuck that. If I hit you in your face, you ain't gonna hit me back.
Hey, you right.
If I punch you in your fucking face, nigga. That's what's up, man. Please, if y'all haven't checked out the Declaration of Reclamation of our Natural Rights and Identity, man. Shout out to Leaper Son, man. It's the first draft of the thing, man. It's a classic. Y'all know how, like, you know, you got like classic albums or classic books or classic movies. This is a classic, you know what I'm saying? And there's only more to come. You know what I'm saying? The sequel is gonna be even better. So this is the first draft of the first American Declaration, man. It's dope. And like you said, we have standing, we have precedent, we have things, you know, even for ADOS people, right, that want reparation, right? Guess what? We got precedent for reparation. See how that work? So there's baby steps, there's things that have to be done, man. It's organization, man. So us organizing, mobilizing in different cities, the same way that they're doing for the political campaigning, we're gonna be right there. So imagine, you know, being able to get some money or whatever to disseminate information about being Aboriginal. Need jobs, right? So how do we do it? How do we figure it out? So we got a company that say, yo, on this side of the flyer, you know what I'm saying, we'll pay you guys to pass out this flyer, right? But guess what? We got another side of the flyer. See how that work? So we put our information on. I'm just anything, man, to skin a cat, man. But y'all follow me. So there's things, there's ways to do stuff, man. So networking, you know, marketing, sharing, building. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I ain't gonna give my connect on my t-shirts. What? See how that work? You know, man, we can buy, we can get even a better price if we buy in bulk or sew in bulk. You know what I'm saying? Get all our shit sewn at the same place. We're gonna go into jeans. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta change the game, man. We can't continue to aspire to do what they do. We gotta change the game. We gotta set the mold. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, it'll be done for us.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we can do that. So yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, man. As always, man. We always have fireworks over here, man. Anybody want to come on the panel? I don't know. Links out there, whatever. Let us know. We always open. You don't have to agree either. You're definitely welcome to. Like I said, I don't debate, I teach. So, like I said, I wanted to get more into the conversation about just terminologies, right? Word spells, right? That's the first thing you have to know. You can't be fooled by certain words, and we break it down a lot, but it's you can't be fooled. If somebody write a book, that's not end all be all to your life. It's in a book. You know what I'm saying? Like people have agendas, people have editors, things work. People have a vested interest in creating a certain narrative or picture for you. So they have painted a narrative that we come from slaves. It's not true. Period. There's documents. It's fake. It's just a fake concept. It's
Correct.
changing. It's trading places. You know what I'm saying? And we saying like Mortimer, we're back. You know what I'm saying? J.G. Wentworth. You know what I mean? It's our money. We need it back. You know what I'm saying? And just controlling our Fort Knox. You know what I'm saying? Controlling our shit. The resource that came up out of our ground, man. So yeah. And networking with the brothers and sisters in the Caribbean islands. It's no differences. You know what I'm saying? And we're not about to play none of these games. Link up with our brothers and sisters, Central and South America, you know what I'm saying? Link up with our brothers and sisters across this fake ass border in Mexico, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta mobilize. We're not participating in the slander and some bullshit of these fake ass imaginary lines that some people came over and created. You know what I'm saying? But we went freely back and forth. You know, shout out to ancestor John Horse. You know what I'm saying? If it was a wall, that motherfucker he couldn't have went into Mexico and joined, became a general in the Mexican army. You know what I'm saying? So we got to put it together, man, and stop being so weirdo. Like we've always been able to build with our ancestors, our people, in Central South,
You talking about Black Lotus?
and that too. It's not like, oh, you don't have any science to back that up, you dummies. Yeah, we actually have facts. We actually have indigo blue paint that's in Georgia, in the temples in Georgia. Oh, that they found using LIDAR. Remember LIDAR? We teach these things. So the point is, we can show, we can prove, we do all these things or whatever, that disproves all the rhetoric that y'all was hearing the other night from the goofies. You know what I'm saying? They were being disrespectful. Like, you know what I mean? So when a nigga tell you some paleo, be like, what year is paleo? What year is archaic? Because you say archaic like it was a alien head or something, it was a different type of human being, morphology and straight hair, dumb shit. I'll be like, yo, it's weirdo. Bro, stop it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And you can't prove shit you say. Nothing. Not one single solitary thing that you say. And what we can prove is right here on the murals in Mexico, carved in stone, locks. Can he get locks? See what I'm saying? So when you talk, bro, like you gotta pay homage, be cool, be cool. That's all you gotta do. Just be, the truth is there. Like, so anybody wants to stand with the truth, I fuck with you, man. Like, I ain't about to participate in no caste system, no color schemes, none of that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I do see a need in a community that I come from. That's just what it is. And so, yeah. So yeah. Just because everybody else is doing something, I mean, you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a part of nothing, no industry shit or whatever. We doing our own thing, straight independent, no middleman, no Apple, no fucking Spotify, nobody. Straight to consumer. So if the people support our own stuff and we generate and we circulate and we create our own labels and create our own platforms, create our own institutions, that take these revenues and stuff to build, to buy land, to do farms, to do certain things, whatever, to get into grocery stores, which we were talking about earlier, having the bakers to bake the bread. Not only cutting costs, or it ain't about cutting costs. Okay, well, this bread is $2. for $3. You see what I'm saying? You see how this work? So do we have to support, our shit, bro, because it's just what it is, man. So, and that's what the council's about, man. That's what the declaration's about in the chat room. Everybody, like I said, man, support the real, man. I don't know what else. What'd you say, Top Daddy? Yeah, I can't hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you that way. What? All right. Yeah. Yeah, Indigenous, man, thanks for coming out, man. Thanks for everybody that came on the panel. We definitely appreciate the energy. Yeah, man, we're gonna be back tomorrow. Get more into some of these conversations, man. I want to get more into, these terminology. Like I said, most people don't know what the Aboriginal is. So when they hear certain things, they want to apologize or they want to play these word games and shit like that or whatever. So you just got to break it down, man. Just kind of keep it simple. And that's just what it is. Stay consistent, consistently fighting, consistently teaching, consistently, exposing the truth. And that's what it's about, which is cool. But creating something, man, institutions and things that we can last, what I'm saying? That was the conversation, what I'm saying? Replacing the NAACP. I think that's important. Very important, what I'm saying? Replacing these things, these institutions that are controlling our people and putting value in those. So that's what it is. So we're doing this from grassroots, man. It's coming up from the root, springing up from the ground. So yeah, man. So yeah, man, holler at us, man. Join us, man, and not coming up under nobody. We are all leaders, man. Follow the leaders. That's what we do over here, man. And like I said, man, this Cowboys and Indians, man. Return of Doc Holla, man. Trilogy, man. So this part one. So be on the lookout, man. That's all we said. OG Jujini, got Pelly. We don't have a lot of usual suspects, man. So it's gonna be a dope project, yeah. So I'm really excited. So like I said, man, we're back, and we're gonna bring real hip hop back, man. Real culture back, man, to the culture, man, and all the sucker shit about to get thrown to the side, man. So shout out to all the great ones tuned in. Troopers in the building, man. Peace and love to everybody, man. Have a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Big Uber.
Spontaneous percussion. I gotta have it, so I'ma go get it. You're talking about going getting a bunch of money. You know that I'm with it. You know that I'm with it. You know that I'm with it. You know that I'm with it.